What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Millzy, back with Hometown Commander. Today I had a fun idea for a video. We saw the 30th anniversary countdown get announced a few weeks ago, and we saw a couple cards for it already here in this photo. But it looks like today on the website we actually can see every card for the countdown secret lair kit. The sale goes up, I believe, on November 1st. So if this is something that interests you, I wanted to let you know that it is here. I'd like to do more of these secret lair kind of reviews and that kind of thing. But mainly I wanted to go through the cards, give my opinion on them. This is a product that I'm interested in buying. So my hope here is that after I reveal all 30 of the cards, that it's something I'll still want to buy. All right, so let's go through them. We're going to go through all of the cards one by one. First off, we have Shivan Dragon. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. They're doing this by year. Shivan Dragon is kind of one of our flagship cards. I wish it was more playable, but love the new art for it. I think the borderless art looks great. 1994, we get a Mishra's Factory. This is a really cool land. Mishra's Foundry is a new card coming out in Brothers War. Mishra's Factory is a card that I run in Winota and some of the lists, but love the kind of 8-bit art we have going on here. Kind of reminds me of a Stardew Valley-esque type art, so that's kind of cool. All right, 1995, there's our Necropotence. This is one of the cards we saw, one of a very, very, very popular enchantment, especially when it comes to CDH, so that's interesting. 1996, we have Limdol's Vault. Look at the top 5 cards of your library as many times as you choose. You may pay a life, put those cards on the bottom in any order. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, then shuffle and put the last cards you looked at top in the order. Interesting. Not familiar with that card, but I can definitely see that it would probably be pretty good. Tradewind Rider. It's a spirit. Interesting. Not too familiar with that card, but love the art. The art's absolutely beautiful on that one. All right, so let's keep going. 1998, we get Smokestack. So definitely seems like an interesting card. Probably a Staxy card there. Every player sacrificing a creature for the amount of soot counters on Smokestacks. That's interesting. We get Squee. What a great art for Squee. There's a little pet there. Squee, of course, really fun card because you can cast it. Oh, this isn't the one that you can cast from anywhere. This is the other Squee that you just bring back from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, still interesting though. I thought it was the other Squee, the one where you can cast from anywhere. Civi, Defiant Hero. Okay, so a commander that looks like it searches out permanents of different CMCs could definitely be interesting. No, like really heavy hitters so far, really, except Mishra's Factory and Necropotence. 2001 Wild Mongrel. So it's a dog. So it looks like they're reprinting probably one of the old Hound cards and making it a dog. So that's kind of interesting. 2002 we have Genesis. The beginning of your upkeep. It's on the battlefield. You can pay 2 and a green, so you get a creature back. Cool old school commander card. 2003, there's our Chrome Mox. One of the big reasons to buy this is this old border Chrome Mox. If you're anything like me, I have been, of course, buying the Signet secret layers and then the Talisman secret layer. So this Chrome Mox is definitely of interest to me. Chrome Mox is a really fun card. Definitely pricey as well, but definitely well played in Commander. So love the idea of Chrome Mox. Next up, we have Glimpse of Nature. Whenever you cast a creature spell this turn, draw cards. So great card draw in green. That's interesting. 2005 Lightning Helix. Love the new Pretty Heart for Lightning Helix. Don't know how much Commander play Lightning Helix would see, but probably a lot more popular in other formats. 2006 Bogarden Hellkite. All right, cool. So we get another dragon in Bogarden Hellkite. Definitely an interesting dragon, not one of my favorites because it's kind of overcosted for what it does, but love this art. This art is gorgeous. Kind of makes me want to run it in some sort of dragon deck. 2007, we get Ponder with some beautiful new art. Love that. Ponder, of course, one of the better 1-mana blue draw spells around, and I think Ponder ranks top 3 for me. So love it, love it, love it, love it. Love the new art. I think Ponder already had a secret lair version, but I love seeing a new one. You've got Heritage Druid, another elf. Looks like we got a new printing of this elf. I'm not familiar with this elf, but again, it's just because I don't play a ton of elves, but I'm sure it's a good card. Heritage Druid, tap 3 and tap elves to control, add triple green. 2009, there's that Bloodbraid Elf. Really fun card. Comes in with haste unless you cascade. Love the art on Bloodbraid Elf. Next up, we have Sun Titan. What a popular old commander card. Sun Titan is 6 mana, 6/6. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, get a permanent with CMC 3 or less back from your graveyard. Love seeing the new art on Sun Titan. I'm sure some people will be very happy about that. I know Sun Titan is still very well played in Blink decks. We get new art for Birthing Pod. Birthing Pod's a fun card, especially if you're playing with a deck that really cascades up in CMC of your creatures. Birthing Pod can be a ton of fun, and I love this kind of weird psychedelic art. That's really cool on Birthing Pod. 2012, Deathrite Shaman. I'm sure people would be happy about this one. Deathrite Shaman, of course, was a modern staple before it was banned, but still a really fun card. Legal in Commander. Probably could put in work in those green-black graveyard-focused decks. But, man, that's interesting. Love the art on that one. That black and white kind of metal style looks really cool. All right, 2013, this is where Elspeth's Sun's Champion's coming back. This is the one that... it's the one that can wipe the board. Wizards did this a little bit ago where they made planeswalkers as creatures. So this is just the next implementation of it. I'm not a giant fan of it, but I definitely see the appeal. Elspeth's Sun's Champion is one of the better planeswalkers in white, especially with that -3 being destroying all creatures of power 4 or greater. So hopefully that gets around your small creatures that you have. Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino's back, friends. Oh, man, Siege Rhino. I started playing Magic right around the time Battle for Zendikar came out, and Siege Rhino was definitely very much still a factor in the format, and this is just cool. This is just so cool. I've always wanted to put Siege Rhino in something and kind of make Siege Rhino a thing. But, man, that's so cool with this psychedelic art. Man, that's so cool. We got Siege Rhino. 2015, Dragon Lord Ojutai. All right, well, we're going full back to Tarkir with Ojutai. We get a Tarkir card in Siege Rhino, and then we get a Tarkir card in Ojutai. Man, this makes me really excited. Love the art. Ojutai is a really fun dragon. I've been meaning to play around more with that kind of Jeskai dragons or that white blue dragon archetype. Kind of really cool, but man, love seeing this. This is really cool. Love the art. 2016, we get Thalia, Heretic Cathar. So this is the one that brings things in tapped as opposed to Guardian of Thraben, which of course increases all non-creature spells by 1. Love the art here. Very almost reminds me of The Witcher. I doubt that's what actually is being put for here, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of The Witcher with Thalia riding the horse. Here we go. Here's the Bolus that we saw originally. The Big Daddy Bolus Planeswalker card. Very interesting. I love the kind of chibi art of sorts. It's kind of cool. All right, 2018, we have Arclight Phoenix, the kind of pioneer historic all-star. Never really tried this guy out in Commander, but definitely a really fun card. I'm sure this one will get some play for sure. People wanting it because, Arclight is still a popular deck, I believe, in both Pioneer and in Explorer. So I'm sure that that's going to be really popular. Next up, we get Emry, Lurker the Lock. Man, first off, love this art. As a metalhead, this looks like a Doom Metal artwork to me, or like a Death Doom album, and that makes me really happy. Emry's always been Commander I've been always honestly half interested in trying out. On Brawl, Emry sees a lot of play because it basically uses Paradox Engine in the worst ways possible. I've always been interested in trying to use Emry in some sort of way. In Commander, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, we're getting some new commanders in Brothers War that play around with artifacts, but love it. I think this is just beautiful. Again, it's that kind of Death Doom artwork that I really love, and I think that does it really well. That's one of those cards that makes me really happy to see. Here we go. Here's the Shark Typhoon, the VHS cover Shark Typhoon. I love Shark Typhoon. I try to play it in as many decks as I can, and I'm very happy to see Shark Typhoon get another printing and to play on Sharknado, which is really cool. All right, 2021... Elite Spellbinder, a very popular card in its time in Standard. I think it's probably I think it's probably got some use in Commander, not as much, but I like seeing Elite Spellbinder get a reprint and some pretty cosmic art in the background. All right, and then our last card, 2022, Nashi Moon Sage's Scion with a nice psychedelic 80s looking rat. I love it. Nashi's a really fun card, especially if you can get it to connect efficiently. Does a lot of really good damage to your opponents, and casting a spell out of their hand is certainly helpful. All right, well, there we go. All of the cards from the Secret Lair drop. So let's talk about what I think of it. I think there's a lot of really cool cards in this. I think the money is probably there if you're looking on getting the value out of your money. Necropotence is very expensive. Chrome Mox is very expensive. The Ponder's really cool. I'm sure it's going to go for some good money. Bloodbright Alpha is very well played. Sun Titan, Birthing Pod, Deathrite Shaman. I'm sure those cards will be sought after. Elspeth, Siege Rhino and Ojutai, probably not as sought after, but they're cards that I want so bad. Thalia, Heretic Cathar just looks really cool. I'm sure this Bolus will go for some good money. Arclight's going to be well played. Emery will be something that those Emery players in Commander are going to want to upgrade their things to. Shark Typhoon is going to go for some good money. And like I said, I think Arclight will hold up. So I think this Secret Lair is going to hold up on its value. And remember that I don't believe this is print to order. I believe what they decided on these was that it was going to be only a set number. So I think if this is something that you're interested in picking up, I would greatly advise you pick it up and not wait. Because I think that more often than not, if you try to wait, you're probably going to miss out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. I mean, I'm sure there'll be cards out of here that I'm not going to use that I can sell off to pay for the rest of it. But I'm really excited to add cards like this. Where is it? Like the Siege Rhino. That's right, we're up here. The Siege Rhino and the Ojutai. Those are the cards I want just to have in the collection. Thalia is something I will use. Same thing with Shark Typhoon and some of these newer cards like Emery. I'm sure I will end up using it now that I have one. But I'm definitely going to go after this guy, mainly for the Chrome Mox more than anything else. Chrome Mox is a really cool card. Love seeing it in that retro frame. But I hope you guys enjoyed me reviewing the 30th anniversary countdown kit. If you guys are interested, this is going to go up the week that I record it, but November 1st, if you want it, you jump on here and grab it while it's available, and I will catch you guys next time.